Okay, so we'll start working now by integrating this image with our hallway. So what I'm going to do is to select these layers we're working, press Ctrl G to group them together. Next we'll go on our layer, select the image, drag all the way up till it's selecting and bringing back. So let's say proceed. Okay. Well, the reason is why, because if we look on our image here, mode, so we'll use 16-bit. So yeah, we convert, everything is okay. So we'll go right here, let's readjust, and now I'm going to actually scaling this to fit ours. This image was shot on a Canon, so it's a 5000 pixels approximately, and our backdrop is still high resolution 4000 pixels, but it's a little bit smaller. So I'm going to transform scale. Okay, I'll zoom out, hold down shift button while you click on it in, and just going to rearrange. Just look approximately. See, if I put in a chair, it will be maybe too small. Okay, so let me try. We can try put it maybe right here, place it. Okay, or we can bring closer. It's kind of very interesting effect. You notice if we move, think about 3D, he going against the battery, so it's become a little bit too big. So we want to bring maybe even kind of closer. But at the same time, characters need to be a little bigger so we can see details. Probably, how I said before, right here, and we can still see small feet poking up. Okay, this will be more correct size dimension, so we cut him. Okay. I'll say probably around this size or right here position will be correct. Okay, let's zoom in. So the one thing what you notice first, we obviously don't match colors. So the colors of this does not match as well. Right here edge, it doesn't feel like it's matching as well with the lighting and other stuff as well. So what I probably want to do, just a little bit tone down on the edge right here. Okay, first let's work on a color. So I'm going right here, and let's actually this be sure it's the set link to our before. I'm going to add adjustment layer. We'll go to the color balance for this, and at the same time I want to be sure this color balance apply only to my set. And this is colder look inside here. So it's what are we going to do? Let's go from the shadows, look a little bit, actually shadows look semi warm. Okay, and let's have several ways we can do. One, we can go tonal, switch everything to black and white, and be sure that is applied. In some cases just set black and white for this, and you can see instantly the contrast and other things, how they applied. So we can try to work this way. Okay, let me apply it to this. We can enable disable as well right here. Let's apply black and white as well. Okay, next we'll go to color correction and add contrast, actually curves, and be sure the curves, okay, apply this way. Okay, with the curves we can actually kind of try to bring tonal a little bit closer to what we have here, so it's matching our adjustment, and you can see we can this way will be kind of right. Okay, next we can disable black and white, so now by the tonal kind of will be applied similar. So next let's work on our colors. We'll go from the shadows, and again you can see the also saturation need to be changed to modified. Okay, let's go to mid-tones. Okay, just slightly adjustment, see if it's this kind of semi-cyan greenish color, so we'll do on that one. And highlights, and we'll bring more towards cyan, kind of yellowish cyan. So I think this matched a little bit better. Okay, let's go ahead right here. We'll go enable black and white and just take down, so we'll just see on saturations as well how well it will pop up. Okay, so right now let's zoom out. Okay, we have a little bit right here overload on the whites, so we'll go to the curves. And just maybe take highlights slightly down, applied, so we'll see. Okay, this already kind of matching this light that coming from above. So next what I want to do, I want to add a little bit more greenish before we go more to ours. Like these whites on the side take too much attention. So let's go right here to our backgrounds. We'll go add new layer, and I'm going to actually fill with a 50 grade. So same what we did before. Switch to soft light, except in this case I'm going to use a quite a bit large brush. Okay, and we'll just go kind of painting first, a little bit reduce lighting on the side. Bring our character a little bit more. Okay, let's add in the corners. Actually, this is kind of interesting because if you take on those corners and make darker, they kind of create this a little bit cringy look. Okay, as well right here. Okay, let's add dimension to this pose right here as well. Okay, next what I want to do, it's, you notice on the floor we have no shadows cast at all. We can add shadows multiple ways. Some of the and again, the best way to look on the shadows right here, look, we have a window going this way, so the in a touch, like, so we have a shadow should cast a little bit more this way. So if I going to draw, the shadow should go this way. Okay, as well right here. So it's meaning something like this. Okay, let's increase size. And add more shadows. The other ways we actually can take chair, rotate, make black and white, and just make more accurate. But again, because it's not visible, so that just create this way should, you know what, maybe right here. Okay, so right here we kind of tied up this chair to the floor with our shadows. Okay, I don't want it blend this character all the way in our background because I want him kind of stand out. But you can see already we have a nice matching. Okay, let me look right edge right here. You see we have it a little bit white going on this edge, so let's go to mask on our character. Okay, we'll go to reduce to soft, and we'll just take this edge, kind of almost painting slightly over. You can see we're reducing this without erasing too much. If needed, we can pop up a little bit higher and just make this edge slightly in. Okay, and I don't want to have it too much, but sometimes mask it does, so we can kind of touch, and it's best to do this a little bit after, so we can see a little bit better how it's will integrating. With our edge. Okay, that is all look okay. Okay. Right here a little bit on the chair, but not too much on the chair because we have the lights coming from the window, so it should actually highlights go a little bit around. Okay. Like example right here, lights just hitting, this is about right, maybe a little bit darker just slightly on this side. So for this one I'm going to increase my brush tool. We're going in the layer right here, this one layer. Okay, and I'm just going slightly darker. Add small shadows. Okay, all this is kind of maybe worth to actually apply what is layer, each layer representing. So if you want to, you can add names. So you can rename it, it's easy to identify afterwards. So right here we have our add our characters inside. Next I want to add more global to this. So at this point I'm going Ctrl+Shift+Alt+E to create new layer, and I want to add a little bit more details as internal as the outlines. So let's create twice. We'll go select them, Ctrl+G to group, and we'll go to set this to overlay. As well, top layer in this group, we'll go switch this to vivid light, and Ctrl+I to inverse. And now we're going to add blur, surface blur, just kind of add a little bit more details. Okay, and let's say if we have it radius a little bit higher and threshold, so it's add a little bit more this HDR look, which is, I don't know, say I want it 7, maybe about 9. Okay, so take a second. Right here is our kind of HDR level. If you remember, we can see also how it will apply on a figure, and it's maybe a little bit too much, so we'll just go back to 2 on that one. Okay, so right here we have our kind of details, grinchy details, so let's bring closer, we can look on them. So in some cases a little bit too noisy, so let's go ahead and just maybe bring slightly in. Okay, as well, what I want to do is create mask now for this one. Okay, in a mask, press Ctrl+I to invert. So currently we disable, and next we'll just start painting a little bit those details with white. So we'll set about 60, and this grinchy effect, just to add to some details. Okay, right here, as notice, we have lines going around, and it's from our the mask that we imported because sometimes Photoshop does this. Okay, so we'll just go select on our run our characters and just let's remove them as well. Okay, so let's go back right here. You can see some details that we're painting in, and it's what I'm trying kind of add maybe in some areas a little bit those details. Okay. Next, let's go create new merge. Control Shift Alt E again, and this time I want outside kind of make hard lines, so we'll go to actually other high pass. Let's set high pass to 1 and 2, just 1. Okay, let's click OK and set to overlay. This will add outside kind of sharpness mask to some areas as well. We'll go reduce a little bit. And then next I want just overall modified tonal correction to this, see how it will apply it. Again, we'll Control Shift E, and this time I'm actually will go use the filter Forge. Okay, it's a free trial, you can download it, and I highly recommend for you to use it. So, and apparently I'm already using, so let me close that one and reopen. Okay, and I'm going in photo effects and we'll use the photo tone that I created here. So it's kind of, you can see it's helped me to add overall tonal adjustments. So I'll use this one as basic. We'll go inside the settings and let's see if I want to bring not so much shadows. We'll go out, adjust some cycles, make a little bit colder, like this. Okay, look at my saturations and saturation and vibrance just a little bit. Okay, pop up on sharpness. Yeah, so when I'm kind of say, okay, this is look good for me as the overall tunnel, we'll kill. Okay, so after this you can see right here we have it applied some tonal correction. Let me go ahead and we can actually kind of don't need used all away, but we can merge. Maybe set. I don't want too much on the characters, but I like on the wall, so we'll go all the way. We'll go set up another mask. Okay, I'm going to for the black. We'll have it a very low set, and I'm just going just slightly reduce right on the middles right here. So kind of set on the middle colors. Okay, as well set lights going in other ways. Okay, maybe just pop up right here, so going sideways. Okay, this now color grungy. Will go also filter blur, gauge and blur set 4 hours, so it will be just give it nice on the edge on this blur. And next let's add a little bit more effect from our window, so we'll create new layer. We have a white brush, we'll set all the way to the 100. Okay, also let's reduce, and from window right here you'll notice you can hold down a shift button if you want, or just draw straight lines. In some cases if they're not straight, it's may create even some better effects, something like that. Okay, we'll go to filter, blur, blur again. So let's pop up. Okay, up. Okay, we can go switch to soft light. So let's kind of add this effect. Let's look on overlay as well. Yeah, overlay a little bit too hard compared to soft lights. And you can see we can add just slightly effect kind of from Windows almost going. So as well you can modify, and if you want you can add from the top, so it will add this kind of not uniform but blending image in some cases together. So like this right now, if you look, you can see our image start coming together, kind of tidying up to placing this person inside. And final touch, what I like to do is add a little bit more darker border to this, so it's kind of concentrating and create this semi-what creepy look. To do this, we'll go to the curves, so we'll create new overall curves. Take this and go all the way to the dark, so it's all black. Next, we'll create a frame right here, round. Okay. Take fill tool, fill up in the middle, so we'll have this border going inside the mask, and take a feather and just drag this way. Okay, next let's switch this to the soft light as well, and you can see right here we add this kind of darker border. Okay, let's go to final color balance, and on color balance we can see if we want to add just small adjustments, see which color is better to going with. Leave it warmer. So just slightly adjustment, okay. Just a bit of the warmer color add to this. Okay, so right here you can see we created our character and integrated inside this creepy hallway. So go ahead and try, play around, see what you can do with this. And again, the backgrounds now is included with pack if you purchase. And again, thank you very much for watching this tutorial from Geekatplay Studio. Please remember, visit us on the web as www.geekatplay.com.